Hello, welcome to Dong Nai Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news today. Although the COVID-19 pandemic had a strong impact on the labor and employment situation in the timber industry, recently at the briefing of Dong Nai Timber Enterprises, they said, by this time, the production situation has basically stabilized. Some businesses have orders until the end of the year and wishing to recruit more workers. Johnson Wood Joint Stock Company is one of the major export timber manufacturing enterprises in Tam Phước Industrial Zone, Biên Hòa City. Starting in May, orders began to sign back to normal, prices increased more than pre-production orders, help businesses recover production and maintain jobs for employees. Like Johnson Wood, after a difficult time and with a lot of efforts to overcome the COVID-19 pandemic, most wood enterprises have begun to stabilize their production. At this time, businesses are speeding up recruitment of workers. The Vũ Hoàng Sơn, Deputy Head of Labor, Salary, Social Insurance Department said the timber industry in Dong Nai Province is gradually stabilized. Dong Nai Province currently has about 200 businesses producing wood with more than 30,000 workers. With the spirit of overcoming difficulties, surely after the pandemic, businesses will develop more. In Tây Ninh Province, a recent conference on tourism development in the Southeast region with the theme Link Development and Sustainability was held. Deputy Prime Minister Vũ Đức Đam attended the conference. At the conference, leaders of Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee and 5 provinces in the Southeast region, including Tây Ninh, Bình Dương, Đồng Nai, Bình Phước, and Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu, signed an agreement on tourism development cooperation. Southeast region period 2020-2025. This is a region with many beautiful landscapes, a system of cultural relics, history, villages, and rich cuisine, which are advantageous for many tourism products of the region. Deputy Prime Minister Vũ Đức Đam highly appreciated the locality's cooperation to develop tourism. At the same time, it is suggested that in the tourism development strategy of the region, people should be the center to restructure the market and renew the tourism products. Localities need to analyze the market share on target markets of the region from which the tourism product development strategy and promotion are suitable. German Chancellor Angela Merkel has a meeting with French President Emmanuel Macron on June the 29th. At the meeting, the two leaders expressed their hope that EU member countries will overcome the differences in the annual budgets of about 1,200 billion USD as a post-pandemic recovery fund at this group's leaders' summit in July. Speaking at a joint press conference with Mr. Macron, Merkel said negotiations for these issues would continue, while she hoped that EU leaders could soon find a solution when there's still a long way to go. In early June, EU leaders agreed that urgent action is needed to bring the European economy hit hard by the COVID-19 acute respiratory tract disease out of recession. The Federal Aviation Administration (FAA) and the Boeing Group on June the 29th conducted the first test flight for the Boeing 737 MAX aircraft after the upgrade of an automated flight control system. The test flight lasted more than 3 hours by Boeing and FAA test pilots and certification officials. The aircraft landed at about 3:15 local time at King County International Airport after a flight in the eastern state of Washington. During the flight, the pilots tested the high-speed system and other flight features such as takeoff and landing. Test results will determine whether to allow the Boeing 737 MAX aircraft, which is banned from flying after 2 serious accidents, to return to the sky. That's all for the news today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.